A very good morning to all our esteemed dignitaries, my worthy faculty colleagues, and dear students. On behalf of Allen House Colleges, situated at Ruma Kanpur, I, Kavaljit Kaur, soft skill trainer at Allen House Institute of Technology, welcome you all to the online master class on how to build a cat. Before we go ahead, please allow me to share a few words about Allen House Colleges. Allen House Colleges, established under the aegis of Superhouse Education Foundation in 2009, owing to its consistent endeavor, has been ranked as the fourth topmost private engineering institute in the state by Education World India in 2021. It has also been awarded as the most outstanding institute for promoting industry academia interface at the 16th World Education Summit 2020. Allen House Institute of Technology offers 6 BTech courses in streams like artificial intelligence and machine learning, computer science and engineering, mechanical engineering, electrical and electronics engineering, electronics and communication engineering, and civil engineering. It also offers diploma courses in civil engineering, electrical engineering, and mechanical engineering production. Allen House Business School, ranked as the fourth top emerging BBA institute by Times B School Survey 2021, offers BBA and BCA programs. The master's program in business administration is offered through Allen House Institute of Management, ranked as the sixth top emerging MBA institute in India by Times B School Survey 2021. We are glad to share the latest good news with you all that Allen House Institute of Technology has been conferred the Outstanding Career Building Support to Students Award by the Imperial Society of Innovative Engineers, India, ISIE. Allen House Business School has been ranked as the seventh best private B school in UP by the Education World India Higher Education Rankings 21-22. Today, when we talk about the toughest exam, there is one exam that we can never forget, and that is CAT. In 2021, more than 230,000 candidates have appeared for approximately 4,300 seats in 19 islands. The ratio stands at 1 is to 53, which is needless to mention makes CAT one of the toughest exams to crack. So, how to spell the CAT, how to crack it. Today's webinar is all about the same, where our esteemed guest where our esteemed guest for today will be giving our participation the tips to ace CAT exam. Before I introduce and invite our respected guest, I would like to welcome Honorable Joint Secretary of Superhouse Education, Shri Javed Hashmi, Campus Director of Allen House Colleges, Dr. Bhagwan Jagwani sir, and Director of Allen House Colleges, Dr. Ruby Chawla ma'am. I would request our Honorable Campus Director, Dr. Bhagwan Jagwani, to deliver his opening remarks. Sir, over to you.
Thank you, Kamaljeet. A very good morning to all, to the esteemed resource person of today's webinar, as well as the participants. And first of all, on behalf of Allen House Colleges, it's a sincere welcome to Shri Sunil Gupta ji, a very experienced and seasoned professional in the field of preparing students for CAT examination. And I have had the privilege of hosting Shri Sunil ji earlier also, on earlier occasions also. So I'm very glad that a very distinguished guest is here with us to help the participants understand how to crack one of the toughest examinations so far as management education in India is concerned, that is CAT. So without taking much time, I request the anchor to take forward from here, and I'll be strongly looking forward to the tips that Sunil ji shall be sharing with the participants today. Thank you. Over to you, Kamaljeet. Kamaljeet, over to you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. I hope I'm audible, sir.
Absolutely.
Fine. Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable opening remarks. So finally, the moment arrives wherein we will be meeting our esteemed guest. But before that, I would like to quote a few lines about our esteemed guest, Mr. Sunil Gupta. Mr. Sunil Gupta did his BTech from HBTI Kanpur, after which he did his post-graduation from IIM Indore. He is presently the chief mentor at IMS Kanpur, which is nurturing the intrinsic potential of the management and law aspirants. Sunil sir, a very warm welcome to Allen House Colleges. Over to you, Sunil sir. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. You're audible.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Unfortunately, I don't know, my camera is not working, so maybe I'll not be visible. In the morning itself, I faced this problem, and unfortunately, because of lockdown, I couldn't get it repaired.
Sir,
But
that's
anyway,
okay.
tips are more important than my face. So
Absolutely.
I would share a small PPT. So first of all, let me thank you, Bhagwan sir, as well as Ruby ma'am, for inviting me and honoring me for this wonderful session. And I hope that maybe I'll be able to throw some light on an exam that already I think Kamaljeet ma'am have said is one of the difficult exam.
Yes, sir.
So maybe in next 45 minutes or 1 hour, I'll take you through the journey, like what are the important aspects of CAT. So let me share a small PPT and let's start. So is the PPT visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
great.
sir. Visible. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Just give me 1 second. I just want to do a small thing. Okay. I'll just close the sound of this and then people, yeah.
Hmm.
So now the agenda for the day is like I've divided the whole PPT into 5 parts. The first one will be discussing about the pattern of the CAT, like what exactly is the question paper in previous and as appeared. Then we'll also discuss a little bit about top B school, like in India, what are the top business schools. Then the third and the most important part we'll discuss on what are the skills and what are the things that we need to do to crack exams like CAT. Then I'll also discuss one more important aspect. I think a lot of us do not realize that when it comes to getting admission into a top B school, your profile is also going to be matter. So what are the important aspects that you can build in terms of profile? And maybe in the last, I will take question and answer, like whatever queries, so that we'll be doing it. So this is part one. So why do we need to do MBA? That is the first question, because whenever you start a preparation or whenever you think about your career, the question should come into your mind, why I'm doing this? What is the reason for this? And if you look at today's scenario, the kind of things are happening in today's world, like we are facing such a tremendous pandemic situation, the rules of business are changing. There is a lot of transformation that is taking place, and it is very very important that we all are updated and upgraded, and we are keeping pace within the requirement of the industry. Like the business scenario is changing, so suddenly things are changing in a very very rapid manner. So no longer in today's scenario only graduation is enough. Like if you pursue maybe a graduation course in any of the stream, including BTech or including, let's take a BBA or BSc, it's very important that you should upskill yourself, and that's where management comes into picture. And obviously, I have listed down 4 important reasons why people pursue a management course. The first one is, you can see, definitely people want to kickstart their career. So you can say, if you want to really start your career today, MBA has become one of the very very good option to start your business career. Second is, obviously, a lot of people, when they start a job and later on they realize that you're not growing in your career. Ultimately, objective of a career is to grow and to build yourself. So sometime down the line, a lot of professional feel that yes, there is some stagnation in our life. So they want to grow. That's why they want to upgrade and pursue a management degree. Then a lot of us, like for example, I am also one of the example. When I did my BTech, after doing the job, I realized that this is something that I'll not do to the best of my ability, so I just changed my career direction altogether. So if you want to change your career direction, you also pursue an MBA. And a lot of us, I mean, today when technology has become so much important, it has encroached our life so much. There is a great opportunity by sitting at your home, you can create own business. But you should know the tricks and concepts of business. So a lot of people want to become entrepreneur. They also pursue a management program so that you know how to market your product, how to sell your product, how to approach your customers. So these are multiple reasons for pursuing an MBA. So obviously, before starting your preparation, you should find out what exactly is the reason for you to do a management program. Now, lot has a lot of dream in our life. So, if you look at this slide, you are standing on the bottom, and your dream is somewhere else. And I always say you should dream high. So, if your dream is high, then it looks like a mountain, like climbing like a mountain. And if you really want to, cover up that mountain, the best thing is you need to break into a small goals. So I think, for example, suppose you want to reach to a top position in organization, or maybe I would say if you want to become a CEO, obviously you need to break that dream into some milestone. So maybe you need to join a good company, then you have to work over there for some time, then only you can progress. And to join a world class organization, obviously you have to get into a good B school. And to do that, I think the first and primary step is to look for good MBA entrance exam. You need to crack those exams, and one of them is CAT. So now let me just discuss more about what exactly is the paper pattern of CAT. So I will discuss the paper pattern of last 2 years. One is CAT 2019 and CAT 2020. Because CAT 2020 paper pattern was disturbed because of pandemic. So there were certain changes in CAT 2019. In fact, this is the paper pattern of last 5 years of CAT, like CAT 2016, 17, 18, 19. There has been 100 questions, and the total time given is 3 hours. So you will get 180 minutes to solve these questions. And the marking pattern is you get 3 marks per question, and if you get negative marking. So I think the first thing that you need to notice in CAT paper, there is negative marking. Now you can divide paper into 3 parts. The first part is VARC. So you can say verbal ability and reading comprehension. Generally, a lot of students call it as English, but in technical term, it is called as verbal ability and reading comprehension. And this section is of 1 hour. So like the CAT paper is divided into 3 parts, and every section you will get 1 hour. It's not that you can solve English for 1.5 hours, or if you think my good area is math, then I can solve more question of math. You will get 1 hour. There is something called a sectional time limit. Now in verbal ability and reading comprehension, again I can break it into 2 parts. Reading comprehension has 24 questions, and this has been almost fixed pattern. And verbal ability is like questions from parajumble question. I'll discuss that in later on what verbal ability is. The second, I think, the toughest section of CAT, right? You can say the most difficult or extremely challenging section for most of the student is data interpretation and logical reasoning. This section is again very, very important, not only for CAT, it is very much important in organization also. आप जब business करते हो, किसी company में काम करते हो, at the end of the day, how do you choose a company? You look your salary, you look at the kind of job structure, and in companies also you have to do a lot of data analysis. And today's world is moving rapidly toward data science, business analytics, data analytics. So I think DI and LR is a very, very important section. Whether you appear for a CAT exam or you pursue MBA, I think this is a life skill that you need to develop. So this DILR is divided into 2 parts. One is data interpretation, 16 question, and logical reasoning, again 16 question. And in DILR, you will not get single question. You will get set-based question, like a puzzle followed by 4 questions in one go. Then the third section is of maths. Generally, CAT will say quantitative aptitude, and normally students say maths. So there are 34 questions from maths. So you can see 100 questions, 3 hours, sectional time limit is for 1 hour, and thus the paper is 3 marks for right answer. So overall question paper is of 300 marks. And in last year, there are some other exams also. Most of the exams have same syllabus like maths, reasoning, English is common. But there are few more exams like XLRI, ZAT paper is there, IFT. They will ask you questions of GK also, right? So general awareness and business awareness, they will ask questions. But CAT do not ask any question about GK. Now in CAT 2020, there was a slight change because of pandemic. Generally, CAT exam happens in 3 slots, 2 slot. So like morning slot as well as evening slot. But because of pandemic, they wanted to minimize number of students at the same time, so they reduced the paper for 2 hours, and accordingly they reduced the number of question, and the CAT paper happened in 3 slot, like morning, afternoon, and evening slot. The paper again was divided into 3 sections. The only change has happened in terms of number of questions and time. Sectional time limit was 40 minutes, and this is how 3 sections were divided into CAT. Now I will come to most important point, because when students prepare for CAT, they do not know many things. So I'll discuss very important point. First thing you need to understand one thing is, how does CAT score? How do you get call? जैसे हमारा सपना होता है कि okay, I should get selected in IIMs. So I think first thing you need to understand a word that is called as percentile. Lot of us have this confusion between percentage and percentile, because when we are appearing for board exam or your, let's take other exams, their marking pattern is in terms of percentage, and CAT scoring is always in terms of percentile. Now, when I talk to a lot of students, they tell me, sir, CAT में 300 में से I have to get 99 percentile, I have to score 296 marks, right? Or I have to score 200, 90% वो assume कर लेते हैं. So I think first thing you need to understand is how much marks is good enough to get a good call. Or let's take, if you talk about IIMs, कितने नंबर चाहिए, how many marks are required, that is something you should know. तो आप अगर ये टेबल देखते हो ध्यान से, just look at this table. I think look at the column. There is something called as 99.9 percentile. You can see the end of the table, and the beginning is 80 percentile. Now, whenever you appear for CAT exam, there is something called a sectional cutoff. Like you have to do equally well in all the 3 sections. So all the IIMs look for your sectional cutoff. Like, and that sectional cutoff is in terms of percentile. Like you need to score at least 80 percentile in all the 3 sections, like maths, reasoning, English. You need to score 80 percentile. Now you will be shocked to know that to get 80 percentile marks in CAT, you need to score only 80 marks. Look at, see, my pen is, I'm not able to see that option. Otherwise, I use that. If you look at this figure of 79, bottom of the 80 percentile. Now, out of 300, if you get 80% marks, you will get 80 percentile in CAT. Now, what this percentile means? Percentile means, suppose if I get 99 percentile, it means 99% of the students who appeared for the CAT exam have scored less than me. मतलब अगर 2 लाख बच्चे कैट के पेपर को अपियर कर रहे हैं, लेट्स टेक एन एग्जांपल, 2 लाख स्टूडेंट आर अपियरिंग, गेटिंग 99 परसेंटाइल मींस आप टॉप 2000 में हो, और 1,99,000 स्टूडेंट हैव स्कोर्ड, या 99% लोगों ने आपसे कम स्कोर किया है. 80 परसेंटाइल का मतलब है आउट ऑफ 2 लाख पीपल 20 आप टॉप 20% में, और 80% लोगों ने आपसे स्कोर कम किया है. तो 80 परसेंटाइल का मतलब ये नहीं कि आपको 80% स्कोर लाना है, आपको 300 में 240 स्कोर नहीं लाना है. इफ यू गेट ओनली 80 मार्क्स, यू विल गेट 80 परसेंटाइल. नाउ इमेजिन आपके ग्रेजुएशन के एग्जाम में पासिंग मार्क्स होते हैं 40%, राइट? और आउट ऑफ 300 गेटिंग 80 मार्क्स इज हार्डली हाउ मच? इट इज 27%. इफ यू गेट 27% मार्क्स इन कैट, you will be able to score 80 percentile, which means you will be able to clear all your cutoff. Then the next milestone is 90 percentile. Getting 90 percentile means you have to get only 33% marks, 103. So the first and foremost learning or lesson that you need to know is that in CAT paper you don't have to solve all the questions. आपको सारे 100 questions solve नहीं करने हैं. Out of 100 question, if you can get only 35 questions correct, if you can score around 100 marks, you will get 90 percentile. And lot of this year See, अगर हम top colleges की बात करें, there are 20 IIMs right now all over in India. So you can bifurcate those IIMs into three categories. First is the old IIMs, like I'm Ahmedabad, I'm Bangalore, I'm Calcutta, I'm Lucknow, Indore, and Kozhikode. Now these are the IIMs that will call you. At least you should get 98 percentile to get a call from these colleges. But उसके अलावा next new IIMs आते हैं, like I am Ranchi, I am Shillong, I am Rohtak. All these IIMs will call you somewhere around 95 percentile. और जो नए IIMs हैं, जो baby IIMs हैं, like I am Udaipur, I am Trichy, they are also doing very well. They will call you at 92 percentile. तो बहुत से लोगों के मन में भ्रम होता है कि मुझे 99 परसेंटाइल लाना है IIM जाने के लिए. दैट इज नॉट ट्रू. इफ यू कैन गेट समवेयर अराउंड 92 93 परसेंटाइल इफ यू आर इन जनरल कैटेगरी. अब अगर आप ओबीसी में हैं और अगर आप एससी और एसटी कैटेगरी में हैं, यू नीड टू गेट ओनली 80 परसेंटाइल टू गेट अ कॉल फ्रॉम IIM. सो कहने का मतलब है, जो एक परसेप्शन है कि कैट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट एग्जाम, कैट इज वेरी टफ एग्जाम, दैट इज नॉट द राइट परसेप्शन. If you plan well, if you strategize well, if you know the basic things about CAT, it becomes easy for you to CAT. तो पहला लेसन है कि your first target is to get 90 percentile, and to get 90 percentile you have to score only 33% marks. तो 33% मार्क्स लाना किसी पेपर में बहुत इम्पॉसिबल टास्क नहीं है. नॉट इट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट. अगर प्लान एफर्ट करते हैं सो यू कैन गेट दोज मार्क्स. और कैट 2020 में ये और भी कम हो गया बिकॉज ऑफ 2 आवर. आपको अगर 3 घंटे इंस्टेड ऑफ 3 आवर यू विल गेट 2 आवर्स. even less marks are required. Now imagine 54 marks out of 240. That is not even 20%. Up 20% marks laकर you can get 85 percentile. So you need to understand this. Lot of student gets confused. उनको लगता है पूरा पेपर अटेम्प्ट करना है, सारे क्वेश्चन करने हैं, जल्दी जल्दी करना है. So I think first thing you need to learn, CAT is not an exam of your speed. यहाँ speed का जरूरत नहीं है. You have to attempt only 35 question in 3 hours. Now imagine 35 question in 3 hours. It means on an average you have got 7 to 8 minutes to solve one question. Right? So this is not an exam of your speed. First thing that you should be very, very clear. So by this thing you need to set your target. जब हम किसी तैयारी को शुरू करते हैं, we need to set what is my realistic target. So you set your target in terms of percentile. The first realistic target is 80 percentile, next is 90 percentile, then next is 95 percentile, and then if you achieve 95, then think for 99. So you have to go step by step. So I think we need to understand few things. The first one is CAT is a mind game, right? So it plays with your mind. So another thing is time management, because so again I would say CAT is not an exam of knowledge. It doesn't test your knowledge क्योंकि आपको 33% question ही सही करना है. You don't have to do all 100%. So it means if you are structuring your preparation well, आप आसानी से CAT कर सकते हो, CAT qualify कर सकते हो. The important thing is selection of questions. जैसे for example, if you are playing a cricket match and you are a very, very great batsman and you come to the crease and start hitting abruptly the balls, the chances is कि you will get out, because beginning में ball swing भी होती है, ball थोड़ा fresh होता है तो seam भी करेगा. If you get steady and play for some time, once you get settled you can score well. Or always as the Sunil Gavaskar has said, choosing the right ball is the key to score and play for a longer period of time. Same is true with CAT. So if there are 100 questions and if I want to solve 33 questions, you can look at other way कि मुझे 66 question छोड़ने हैं. Now which are those 66 questions? If you can leave them rightly, you will do much better. And 90% student यही नहीं कर पाते हैं. वो क्या करते हैं, जैसे हमारी बचपन से आदत होती है, even in school we have been taught सबसे पहले do question number 1, then do question number 2, you go in an order. CAT is not about attempting in order. It's all about choosing the right question, choosing the question that you know well. If you can choose that, things will become easy. Then yes, definitely pressure has to be handled in CAT because questions will be tricky. They will, now a lot of people ask me, sir, koi short tricks bata dijiye, koi shortcut bata dijiye. Let me tell you, in CAT no shortcut is going to work, right? The paper is purely based on concepts. And I can bet that अगर आपने क्लास 8, 9, 10th 11th की अरिथमेटिक को अच्छे से पढ़ा है तो आज आप बिना प्रिपेयर करके भी कैट में 10 क्वेश्चन सॉल्व कर सकते हो. But unfortunately, during class 8, 9, 10th, we only study for marks. We don't study for clearing our concepts, and that is where the problem comes. So CAT paper purely is designed to check your conceptual understanding and how you apply those concepts. So in life, theory, knowing theory is one thing, but applying that in the real life is something that people look for. And CAT paper is designed in such a way. So I think the next important point is CAT is a test of skills rather than knowledge. So I think this point I'm making, if you look at just now, if I go back to the paper, look at verbal ability, 24 questions for reading comprehension. Matlab, you will be given passages and based on passages, you have to solve question. Now, I say RC is like an open book. आपका एक एग्जाम कंडक्ट कराया जाए और आपसे कहा जाए कि आप सारी कॉपी किताबें लेकर आओ और उससे आंसर करो. तो आरसी पैसेजेस आर जस्ट लाइक दैट. यू नो कि सारे के सारे क्वेश्चन के आंसर आर गिवन इन द पैसेज इटसेल्फ. You need to practice. You don't have to carry those 100 rules of grammar. The good thing is CAT never asks a single question of grammar, right? So you don't need to read all those thousands of rules of grammar. It also doesn't give any direct question of vocabulary, so you don't have to mug up thousands of words. It's all about reading ability. If you're good in reading, so reading comprehension is all about your skills. Like for example, if you want to, let's take learn how to swim. आपको स्विमिंग सीखना है तो आप क्या करोगे? Will you read 10 books how to read swimming? What you will do, you will take a small mentor और एक swimming pool में जाओगे और you will start in the beginning, you will take some help and after that the more you practice the better you get. आपको ड्राइविंग सीखना है तो आप क्या करते हो? तो स्किल is more about practice. Skill is not about theoretical knowledge. अगर आपने बाइक चलाना सीखा होगा, कार चलाना सीखा होगा, तो आई एम श्योर यू हैव नॉट हैव रेड एनी बुक कि हाउ कार इज मेड, राइट, हाउ गियर्स आर मेड. यू सिंपली get into the car, you understand the basic part and start practicing. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir. You are. Yes, sir. You are.
So if you look at out of 100 questions, 66 questions will check your skill. Questions of reading comprehension, question of data interpretation, question of logical reasoning में बहुत ज़्यादा theory नहीं है. Hardly very less points are there. And if you practice for these topics every day, you can do well in CAT. So I think it's very important for you to realize it's an exam of your skill. And skills can be sharpened by practice, not by reading lot of books. तो एक बहुत बड़ा मिसकंसेप्शन होता है बहुत से स्टूडेंट के मन में, सर कैट का पहले हम कोर्स कवर करेंगे, पहले हम सिलेबस कवर करेंगे. देयर इज नथिंग मच सिलेबस फॉर आरसी. देयर इज नो सिलेबस. यू हैव टू रीड गुड न्यूज़पेपर, रीड गुड बुक्स, acquire reading ability. Similarly in DILR, solve lot of puzzles, lot of challenging question. आपको अपने सोचने समझने की ability को डेवलप करना है. जो थोड़ा बहुत syllabus है, that is only in maths, right? So maths is something that will require some 15-16 chapter and you need to understand the basics. Again, as I said, hitting 30% balls, like if you get 30% question right, you will emerge as victorious. And application of basics. So I think these are few things that you should understand before when preparing for any exam. You should know about your enemy. आपको उसका strength, आपका weaknesses, you should know about him. So this was about a bit about CAT. I will come a little more in the second part. First, let me just cover this slide very quickly. Apart from the CAT, there are other exams that you can think for, but through CAT you can get admission into IIMs. Lot of IITs also running their management program. FMS is also one of the good colleges. So you can look at आप जब CAT का फॉर्म भरते हो, they will give you the long list of colleges that will take admission through CAT. Apart from that, there are certain other entrance tests also, XAT, NMAT, SNAP, all these tests are there. So in addition to CAT, you might think for these exams also, depending on like if you really want to do really well in advertisement. Suppose I want to specialize in advertisement, I think MICA is the college that you should look for. If somebody thinks that he wants to get specialized in foreign trade, then IFT is the college that you should look for. If you really want to get into HR, then Auxiliary is the best, even better than IIMs. So all these colleges are famous for sectoral, specialization. So if you're looking for that, if you're very much clear that I want to make my career in marketing, look for those colleges. If you know you want to make your career in HR, there are specific colleges that you can research and then take those exams. Now this is like there are some top colleges, average packages they are being offering. Almost these are last year data, so this year I think you can increase by 2-4%. Almost all the IIMs are offering packages in the range of 20 plus, 20 lakh plus is the salary that you can think in the beginning. And there's a long list of colleges. I'm not going to cover more. This is very important slide that I want to tell you is this is the cutoff. Now, I would say CAT does a lot of partiality with engineers, right? So if you are non-engineering, let's take if you are doing BBA, BSc, BCom, anything else you are doing, you stand much better chance to get into IIMs, right? Second partiality that CAT is doing is with girls. They are giving more weightage to girls. So if you are a, let's take female candidate, you will get almost 3 to 4% extra weightage, right? So these are the two parameters that is called as gender diversity and academic diversity. So in management school, they want to, create a batch that has diverse background. Like in your batch, you should get some student from commerce, some from art, some from even medicine. So you want, because management is about everything, right? Everything that is under sun is all about management. So you want to have that diversity, and they want to promote girls candidate. So I would say girls have a great chance. Moreover, a very important thing is your academic background. If you have got 90% marks in your 10th and 12th, आप 2 महीने तैयारी करो, you'll get call from IIMs, right? So they give a lot of weightage to academics as well. Now these are the cutoff. Like IIM Ahmedabad has called a person with 84 percentile. The last call gaya wo 84 percentile pe gaya. So there are myth. A lot of people believe I need to get 99 percentile only, then I'll get call. वो सही नहीं है, right? Even if you can manage to get 92, 93, 94, you have a great chance to get into a good IIMs. Now this is how the overall calendar look like. Most of these entrance tests will happen. See, CAT happens in the last Sunday of November. So in the month of November, last Sunday, you can say the CAT exam will happen. So if someone is starting his or her prep right now, you have got almost 5 months, and CAT form will come in the month of August. First week of August, CAT will release its form. So you have got 4 to 5 months. Generally, all these entrance tests will happen in the month of November, December, and January. So accordingly, you have to plan. And then after your written test, now in CAT, there are 2-step process. The first is you have to qualify your written test. And once you crack your written test, then you have to appear for GD and interview. So obviously, test result will appear in the month of January and February. And from February mid, they will start second round. That is GD, personal interview, or essay. Some of the IIMs will even take VAT, written ability test. And by, let's take May end or June beginning, they will declare the final result, and the session start as usual in India. Every session start in July. So even a B school also start that. So this is how the calendar will look like. Now I think I must talk about these things, important skills. But I have not restricted myself when I talk about skill. These skills are not only important for CAT. These skills are important for life also. And these are few lessons that I have learned in my life. So I will share that, and I will try to relate with CAT. So I think first of the lesson, maybe from today itself, you need to understand that skills and abilities matter the most. Degree and marks are important, but the most important role that will help you to make your career is the abilities and skill that you acquire. And believe me, CAT paper is designed to check those skills. Like first skill is your reading ability. If you cannot read, now talk to, let's take the example of the best people of the world, like talk about Bill Gates, talk about Mark Zuckerberg, or talk about Warren Buffett. These are most immensely successful people. And when they will ask what you do most, they will say we read a lot. So obviously, even top CEOs or top people in any of the organization, they spend a lot of time in reading. So reading skill is something that is very important. Then obviously your communication skills, your number crunching skill, how well you analyze data, these are the skills that are going to help you. I always say you don't get a job अगर आप किसी से जॉब मांगने जाओगे ना, so nobody will give you a job. Always remember this point: you deserve a job. If you are a deserving candidate, if you have got adequate amount of skills and ability, then people will come behind you. They will come behind you and give you the job, or you will be able to make career. I think career is more important than job. But my point is focus on acquiring skills. और इसके लिए आपको जहां से भी आपको सीख सकते हो, always learn. Have that learning attitude. बहुत बार I talk to the student, अरे सर वो डिग्री चाहिए, मेरे मार्क्स 80% आ जाए. Believe me, all those things will play a role, but they have very, very limited role in your life. Yes, the key to success is start early, stay ahead. So in life, the moment you realize, see, that's why in the beginning I said set your goals. If you don't have a dream, then you will always struggle in your life. You will roam here and there aimlessly. So it's very important that you realize early. If you want to prepare for CAT, start as early as possible. There is no right time for any kind of competition. Whenever you wake up, that is the right time. Then don't blindly follow your friends and neighbors, right? Just don't prepare for any competitive exam, be it CAT, just because your friend and neighbors are doing that. Look at yourself, analyze yourself, what is your strong point, and based on that, choose an action, right? Even lot of people, I'll tell you, lot of people who have done their management from Institute of Kanpur, they are also excelling because they introspected, they understood what their need is, and they are excelling in their career. So don't blindly rush behind anything. I think I've already said I don't need to talk about this. All successful people dream, and like that, you should also. If you want to get into IIMs, that dream has to come in every night. Okay, I'm sitting in IIM, I'm studying in IIM. That dream has to come. Then only you will be able to achieve your goal in your life. Yeah, this is a very, very important slide. Lot of us think, यार वो तो born talented है, उसके अंदर तो God का gift मिला हुआ है. That's why he's so intelligent. But believe me, genius is all about mechanics. It's not about genetics. Now, what the point I'm trying to derive is, a person can become successful by good planning and execution. You don't come, even people like Sachin Tendulkar, though definitely they're God gifted. But read the biography of Sachin Tendulkar. He used to practice for 7 hours every day. So despite having gift of God, you have to do a lot of practice. So it's all about mechanics, strict discipline, strict planning, strict timetable. Focusing a goal is something that is very, very important. So I'll just quote a very simple story over here. So I'm sure you would have heard about one of the greatest painter of the world, Picasso. And this Picasso was on the peak of his career, and this fan of hers, a very, very ardent supporter, she came to Picasso and asked for a small autograph. And when she presented the paper, she said, don't just signature, just scribble something, just draw something on it. And this Picasso just took 10 seconds, scribbled something on the piece of paper and handed it back to the lady. उसने वो paper lady को दे दिया. And lady was amazed to see कि ये इतना जबरदस्त art इन्होंने 10 सेकंड में कैसे कर दिया. As he said, you have not given me an autograph. This piece of paper is now worth millions. If I just auction it, I will fetch millions of dollars from them. So she was shocked and कि आप ऐसा कैसे कर सकते हो? In 10 seconds, we will take ages to make this kind of drawing, and you have done it in 10 seconds. It's so fascinating. And after saying this, she is about to go. Then Picasso called her and told, my dear lady, I'm telling you the secret. जो चीज मैं आज 10 सेकंड में कर पा रहा हूँ, behind that I have worked hard for last 20 years. This is the outcome of my hard work of 20 years. So lot of time हम क्या देखते हैं, सिर्फ सक्सेस देखते हैं. उसके पीछे का जो हार्ड वर्क है, उसके पीछे का जो स्ट्रगल है, that we never bother to see, right? So always when you see a successful people, look behind him, look at the struggle, look at the sacrifices, look at the things that he has done in life. वो आपको really motivate करती हैं. So the moment you make a structured plan, you are focused, then you don't need to have any genetics or good gene or bad gene जैसा कोई concept नहीं होता है, right? So it's all about how well you plan your life. So if you want to succeed in exam like CAT or an exam like career, you need to plan well. And yes, last but not the least, you have to come out of comfort zone to become successful. You have to do, because in competitive exam, as I said, 2 lakh student appear for CAT, and you need to be among top 5,000. It means you have to beat rest 1,95,000 people, and to beat them, you have to do something extra. You have to break your comfort zone. अगर हम सोचते हैं कि मैं सुबह 10 बजे उठूंगा और आराम आराम से काम करूंगा, सब इजी इजी पढ़ के मेरा कैट में सिलेक्शन हो जाएगा, that's not going to happen. Then that's a mere, you can say, wish that will never get fulfilled. So you have to come out your extra job. Now let me be very specific about CAT. So generally, to crack CAT, I would say I have made a small graph. Right now we are into June, July, August, and November. Now timeline of this. I think till July end you should focus on concept, like whatever syllabus is there, whatever the basic topics are there, practice them well. So I think the first stage I would say L. L means learn. The second stage is called as practice. Whatever you have learned, you have to revise and you have to solve the question of past CAT paper or good question, so that you can practice and gain expertise over that. And the third one is hone your test taking skills. You cannot go into an exam like CAT without giving lot of mock tests. आपको mock test देने चाहिए, sample test देने चाहिए, model test जितने आप ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा देंगे, because skill is all about testing yourself, right? आप अगर ड्राइविंग रोड पर जाके नहीं करोगे, आप स्टेडियम में कितना अच्छा ड्राइव कर लो, you will never be called as a good driver. So you have to really get into the real life situation. So that's why you should appear for a lot of mock tests. If someone can give some 20 mock tests before appearing for CAT, उसका score automatically 30-40% increase हो जाएगा. So I think you should divide your preparation into 3 parts. The first one is learn part. You have to learn the concept. Second one is practice the application. And the third one is your test taking skills. So this is how you should structure your preparation. Now, there are a lot of excuses also. So when a lot of students join coachings, they start with a lot of enthusiasm, but थोड़े दिन बाद I don't have time to prepare. I think जो सबसे ज़्यादा लोग ये बोलते हैं कि I don't have time to prepare, they are the most empty people, right? They because they're wasting so much of time. So I cannot, buy this argument that I don't have time. Some people say math is killing me, because if you try to memorize the formula, it's not going to happen. Some people have problem of handling calculation, weak in grammar, strong vocabulary, my reading speed is pathetic. These are some problems that student will come across. But if you plan well, if you devote your time, like for example, if I want to work on my reading speed, every day 45 minutes, read good newspaper, read online newspaper, read some good books. There are a lot of free sources on internet that are available, you can read. और उसी से क्या होता है, when you're reading good newspaper, whenever you come across a new word, note it down, right? और इसको revise करो, so you can handle your vocabulary. For mental calculation, solve puzzles like Sudoku. आज की डेट में every newspaper you will find everyday puzzles like Sudoku, Kakuro. So these are mental calculation. If you do them for next 2-3 months, you'll be able to do well in CAT. So all those, mental puzzles. And if you think about, I don't have time, I have a solution. First thing is, you should try to make a timetable. Decide how many hours you need to dedicate. Now, this is a very interesting question. A lot of people come and ask me, sir, kitna time sufficient hai CAT ke liye? Now, this purely depends. I always say, time mat measure karo. Say that if you want to do well in CAT, you should say like, I want to solve, if you solve 200 RC passages till the time of CAT, you will do well. For some people, solving 200 passages might take even 10 hours, and for some people it will take 50 hours, because that depends on which level are you right now. So you need to set your target in terms of solving number of questions. To do well in maths, you need to solve at least 2000 questions of different chapter in mathematics, and you should appear for 20 mock tests at least. Similarly, in LRDI, you should solve at least 200 sets of DI and 200 sets of LR. So now you need to set this target. Now this might take, for some people, 3 hours per day might be enough to achieve this target. And for some people, it might happen like even 7 hours are not sufficient. So rather than time set, use your time in an efficient manner. And that can only be utilized when you have target. Draw up your current daily schedule, 24/7, evaluate all activities you're involved in, then prioritize and look at are there any activities that can be. So you need to get your time. आपको अपने टाइम को evaluate करके देखना होगा कहाँ पर से आप कितना टाइम निकाल सकते हो. Are there some activities where you could spend lesser time? Assign whatever time you have to CAT, make a study plan and execute the study plan. So I'll show you that. So basically, this is how you should have your study plan. Now, I have bifurcated all the areas of CAT, like verbal ability, reading comprehension, vocab, quant, DI, LR test. And there is Monday to Sunday. Now you can allocate your time. Like if you feel, okay, on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I will solve 2 RC. So devote that time. Then you can say, okay, every day I'll solve 20 question of quant, devote that time and make this timetable and then keep it at your study table. और फिर शाम को से monitor करो, have I done it, have I done it. The moment you follow this study plan, your performance will automatically improve. Now this is somewhere we struggle because I see a lot of students जब वो आरसी पढ़ने बैठते हैं तो उनको मैथ की याद आती है, जब कैट की तैयारी करने बैठते हैं तो कॉलेज का असाइनमेंट याद आता है, जब कॉलेज का असाइनमेंट करने बैठते हैं तो कैट की तैयारी याद आती है. मींस यू ट्राई टू वैसिलेट, you are very indecisive in your mind and that indecisiveness can only be handled by making a plan. अब इसमें आप अपने कॉलेज का शेड्यूल भी फिक्स कर लीजिए और जो एक्टिविटीज हैं लाइक फेसबुक, व्हाट्सएप, व्हाटएवर इज देयर, सोशल मीडिया, मीटिंग विद फ्रेंड्स से तो आप मिल नहीं रहे, ऑब्वियसली सिटिंग एट होम because of COVID situation and not doing college, so you've got great time to utilize that. So make a proper study plan, it will help you. Then I will talk specifically 4 skills. The first one is reading ability. Now when I talk about reading, it is all about effective reading speed, because in CAT paper there will be altogether 7,000 words that you study. So understand, if my reading speed is 100 words per minute, I will take 70 minutes to read only paper. अब सोचो 3 घंटे में अगर मेरा 70 मिनट सिर्फ पढ़ने में निकल गया तो मेरे को करने का टाइम तो बहुत कम है. And suppose my speed is 300 word per minute, then I can read the same question paper hardly in 20 minutes or 25 minutes. So you need to focus on developing your reading speed. अब जैसे आप कार ड्राइव करते हो, so if you will start driving at 70-80, then you will feel confident. Similarly, in reading, you need to set your target. कि मैं इस article को I'll read in 5 minutes. I will try to read in 6 minutes. और धीरे-धीरे, and moreover, when you read, you should get into habit of summarizing. क्योंकि CAT के जो passages हैं, they will purely depend on how well you understand the main idea. Like for example, you go to watch a movie. When you come out after watching the movie, you don't tell the story to someone in 3 hours. You hardly take 1 minute to tell the story. So what you have done is that 3-hour movie you have reduced into 1-line theme. This is what comprehension is all about. How well you can compress or you can filter the idea from the given text. That is what your reading skill is. So you need to work on that. Then second one is your reasoning ability. Solve puzzle, solve Sudoku puzzle. आज की डेट में the good thing is in YouTube all videos are available. Like if you want to learn how to solve a Kakuro puzzle, you can watch YouTube video. If you want to know how to solve a Sudoku, YouTube videos are available. तो आज की डेट में ये जरूरी नहीं कि आपको किसी particular person के पास जाना है. Everything is available on online also. The only thing is that intent has to come from you. So I would say 2 to 3 Sudoku per week, 15 to 10 minutes to 5 minutes, brain must act fast. Like pehli Sudoku, you take half an hour. Then maybe after 15 days, set a deadline of 15 minutes. Then after that, set a deadline of 10 minutes. So that will make your brain a little more faster. Okay, though CAT will give you a calculator, but I always recommend not to use calculator. These are the important skills that you should know. Mug up tables up to 20. 20 तक के पहाड़े अच्छे से याद होने चाहिए. Square up to 30. Cubes up to 50. Now these things, if you know, they will actually help you to calculate very quickly. And moreover, CAT never asks very lengthy calculation based question. They will ask everything in integer. कोई decimal का question ही नहीं होगा, because they are not going to check your calculation skills. For calculation skills, computers are there, supercomputers are there. So why you need to spend your unnecessarily brain in doing something? For that, we have got such a wonderful devices. So we need to think a little more. यस, एफिशिएंसी इन सॉल्विंग। मैं बहुत सारे बच्चों को जब क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करने देखता हूं, उनका रफ वर्क इज वेरी बैड। कीप योर रफ शीट नीट एंड क्लीन, read the question in one go. I see people studying question, यार क्या पूछ रहा है समझ नहीं आ रहा है, फिर पढ़ रहा है, फिर पढ़ रहा है। Now that is where you need to develop ability कि in one go you should be able to understand what question is asking you, and then make up your mind immediately whether you want to solve or leave question. As I earlier said, you have to leave 66 questions out of 100, so you need to decide very quickly. माइंडलेस राइटिंग, जैसे मैं बहुत बार देखता हूँ स्टूडेंट को कि मान लो 20 + 30 ऐड करना है, सो दे विल राइट 20, दे विल राइट 30, देन पुट अ साइन ऑफ प्लस एंड देन टेक 50. These are things that mentally they can be calculated. I never write anything that is written in the paper itself. I should write only those things which I feel is something that is not written in the piece of paper and try to get into oral calculation. और ये एक बुरी हैबिट है, मतलब राइटिंग की जो हैबिट है ना, राइटिंग एवरीथिंग, दिस इज डेवलप फ्रॉम स्कूल डेज, बिकॉज इन स्कूल यू गेट मार्क्स फॉर स्टेप बाय स्टेप. नाउ सडनली यू कम टू अ कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम वेयर nobody is checking how you have solved the question. They are more interested whether the answer is right or wrong. So you need to learn to do lot of mental calculation, right? Mental calculation भी बड़ा आसान है. For example, if somebody wants to add, किसी ने कहा आपसे 168, राइट, में 38 जोड़ दो, तो 168 38 मत जोड़ो, 168 का 170 कर लो, 38 का 40 कर लो, 170 + 40 कितना हो गया, 210. आप अप्रोक्सीमेटेड कैलकुलेशन करिए. कैट में आपको राइट आंसर चूज करना है, और बहुत बार तो योर ऑब्जेक्टिव इज टू रीच टू द क्लोजेस्ट पॉसिबल आंसर, एंड दैट कैन ओनली हैपन बाय अप्रोक्सीमेटिंग योर आंसर. So don't worry too much about doing precise calculation. That will be merely a waste of time. Again, I would say 66% of the CAT paper is skill based. अगर आप ये काम डेली करते हो, so I think that will help you a lot. Solve 3 passages every day, 2 sets of LR, 1 set of DI, or you can do 3 set of RC, 2 DI. ये alternate days आप कर सकते हो. And self understanding, self learning, and self analysis is the key. Now I'll just touch upon profile building before taking your questions. Now when you come to CAT, CAT is not only about how well you do in CAT paper. आपका सिर्फ CAT score matter नहीं करता है. Apart from that, your graduation 10-12% will also matter. तो अगर आपने graduation में think कि आप कैसे better percentage ला सकते हो, if you are a work experience person, then your work experience will give you advantage. I have already talked about diversity. So all these part will, all these things will constitute a profile. Your 10th mark, your 12th mark, your stream of graduation, your work experience, these all things are part of your profile. Yes, you cannot control, if you are right now in your graduation, your 10th and 12th marks are not controllable. So work on controllable factor. बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट हमसे पूछते हैं आके कि सर मेरे 10th 12th में अच्छे नहीं मार्क्स है तो मैं क्या करूं. मैं उनको बोलता हूं, now you do well in CAT, क्योंकि if you get better marks in CAT, then only you got a chance, क्योंकि आप 10th 12th को वापस नहीं ला सकते हो. Now this slide tells you there are certain exams जो सिर्फ CAT का weightage देंगे. जैसे FMS Delhi will give 100% weightage to CAT score. मतलब आपने CAT में अच्छा किया, you are selected. IFT Delhi, if you do well in their test, they will not look at 10th 12th grad. But जितने top 6 IIMs हैं, अहमदाबाद, बैंगलोर, कैलकाटा, इंदौर. Now look at इंदौर. अगर आप 10th और 12th में आपका सोचो 90% प्लस है, 74% वेटेज है 10th 12th को, तो आपके तो 99% चांस वैसे ही हो गए कॉल आने के. अगर 90% परसेंटाइल, थोड़ा प्रिपेयर कर लो, दैट्स इट. So you need to play your card very, very smartly. For everyone, there's a good B school. हाँ, लेकिन apart from those IIMs, rest of the B school will look at only your CAT score, and they will evaluate your performance of GDPI. New IIMs, they will look only CAT score, right? So all the new IIMs will only look 93, 94 percentile. If you got so much, you will get calls. So these are your controllable factor, your personal interview, prepare for that, your group discussion, and your CAT score. These are your controllable factors. Now for me, last slide, because I'm also almost, we are on the time. Academic profile means your good grades, get some kind of certification. Like there are open courses of MOOC, Coursera, edX, these platforms are available. Suppose if you want to do MBA in marketing, so maybe you should do a certification program in digital marketing, maybe 2 month, 3 month short program. So that will add to your profile. Suppose you want to get into finance field, maybe you can take some certification program of stock market, NSC, BSc, mutual funds. They are giving lot of short programs of 2 months, 3 months. By doing that, you will do well better in PI क्योंकि आप सामने वाले को convince कर सकते हो कि MBA I am doing it by choice. I have done so many things to make sure that I do well in my management institute. Participate in competitions, business plan competition, case study competition. बहुत सारे institute ये competition organize करते हैं. You should participate over there, right? If you can do some research, publication, internship, writing, all those stuff will actually improve your academic profile. Then second is lot of IMs look for, or good college will look for non-academic profile, like how good you are in extracurricular activity. If you have any activity in which you have participated in national level, you will get tremendous advantage. Somebody is a lead guitarist, somebody is a mountaineer, somebody is a good trekker. That's extracurricular activities that gets a lot of weightage. Do this kind of things. Involve yourself in some kind of NGO and social work, right? Give back to the society. So maybe part is organizing some kind of blood donation camp, or going to rural areas, talk about some school activity, teach for India. Now these are few organizations are also there whom you can associate. And at local level also there are a lot of organizations that do these activity. If you are doing all these things, that will enhance. Like last year, I know one of my student got selected in IIM Rohtak. He was selected only on one basis. मतलब उसका PI पूरा 40 मिनट का सिर्फ एक चीज पर चला, क्योंकि उसने एक NGO शुरू किया था, that is for street dogs. वो street dogs को vaccinate करता था, and all that he did in last 1 year. And believe me, his 40-minute interview went for that, and they were so happy that they offered admission then and there itself. So all these things matter a lot. Position of responsibility, like in your college, in your institute, wherever you are, you should hold some position of responsibility. That will also give you a lot of advantages. Then yes, some kind of internship if you do during your course, apart from your curriculum based internship, if you do some internship on your own initiative, that will give you a lot of weightage. ये सब चीजें वो हैं जो आपको फाइनल सेलेक्ट कराएंगी, because getting good score in CAT is one part of the journey, and final selection will depend on this slide. If these parameters are strong, you've got a good chance to get selected. So I think at last I will just say, whatever you do, whichever career you want to, make sure that you develop your own signature, right? So, and that can only be done when you find your unique strength, then work on that, practice, and leave everything else, right? So possibly if you are focusing on CAT, then for the next 6 months, don't think about anything else. Think for that, give you 100%. So in last slide, I will show you, these are the 5 things, 5-step plan. The first one is dream your dream. You should have that dream. Second is create a study plan, set deadlines, execute it, meet deadlines, prepare using the LPT approach, that is learn, practice, and test. And at last, focus on 1 or 2 profile building activities. If you do all these things, your chances of cracking CAT will become quite high. Now, I think that's it from me. Now it's a question answer time. If you have any question, you can ask me.
Sir, it was really an intriguing session for our participants, I guess. And I'm sure that many of them have got all their doubts cleared regarding CAT preparation. And I personally would like to thank sir after attending this session. मुझे ये लगता है I wish I could have attended or got this kind of a session before. Lovely, मतलब very informative. And you have made such a difficult CAT वाला एग्जाम जो एक हमारी मेंटालिटी रहती कि बहुत डिफिकल्ट है, नहीं हो पाएगा. आफ्टर लिसनिंग टू यू मुझे लगता है अगर एक्चुअली हम स्टेप बाय स्टेप जो आपने बोला उसको फॉलो करें, सो आराम से हम मतलब एनीबॉडी कैन विद देयर हार्ड वर्क, डेडिकेशन एंड द प्लान्स दैट यू हैव टोल्ड, इफ यू फॉलो, विल बी एबल टू क्रैक दैट. थैंक यू सो मच सर. Now let's yes sir, now let's now move on to the question and answer session as our students are eagerly waiting to interact. Okay, so anybody who would like to ask question to sir, Sunil sir? Anyone? Sir, I think everything was so crystal clear that even the students don't have questions right now to ask.
Hey, ma'am, I have a last tip for them. Ask
Sure,
questions.
sure, sir.
That's the last tip to become successful.
Sure,
Yeah,
sir.
I
Sure.
think somebody has raised hand.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sir,
Nilesh, you
Nilesh
have a question?
Gupta.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, Nilesh.
Uh, uh, Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Sir, I want to ask a question that if someone is from mechanical engineering background,
Yeah.
should he need to go for HR in MBA specialization or go for supply chain?
Okay. Huh. Nilesh, if somebody is from mechanical engineering, obviously, if you look at from better career prospect, you should get into operations or supply chain. But having said that, right, I have seen lot of mechanical engineers being HR head. So बहुत बार क्या होता है now you need to understand one thing. When you chosen mechanical engineering as a branch, at that time you were really interested in mechanical engineering, or just because you thought that is a good branch, that's why you have chosen. And today you feel no, I will feel better in getting into HR, then I would definitely say get into that. So whatever, and if you have chosen mechanical engineering as your branch of interest, then I would say yes, operations and supply chain management will be the most suitable fit as of now, right? So HR will be slightly difficult. To get into HR itself, you have to convince them. Like the first question in the B school interview will be asked, why after pursuing mechanical engineering, why you want to get into HR? And if you're not able to convince with your answer कि मैं HR में इसलिए जाना चाहता हूँ, your chances of selection will be low, right? So possibly I would say right now you should think more in terms of supply chain management and operations, right? और आज की डेट में क्या है, HR में बहुत सारे ऐसे लोग हैं जो पहले टेक्निकल एक्सपर्ट थे, लाइक इन लॉट ऑफ मैकेनिकल कंपनीज. अब वैसे तुम्हें सिंपल बताता हूँ, 70% ऑटोमोबाइल कंपनी इन इंडिया डू नॉट हैव HR डिपार्टमेंट. अगर मैं टेक्निकली तुम्हें बताऊं, बैरिंग, लेट्स टेक लॉट ऑफ प्रोफेशनल कंपनीज, ऑल दोस ऑटो पार्ट, ऑल दोस कंपोनेंट कंपनी, दे डू नॉट हैव इवन HR डिपार्टमेंट. उनके यहाँ तो टेक्निकल लोग ही हायर करते हैं. सो इनडायरेक्टली दोस पीपल आर एक्चुअली डूइंग द फंक्शन ऑफ HR एट द एंड ऑफ द डे. So it's all about interest. If you feel that yes, automobile mechanical engineering is something that you don't enjoy now, you want to switch, then perfectly fine getting into HR. But if you're looking for a career fit, then definitely operations and supply chain management is a better suit for you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Anybody else would like to ask any question?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Nishi.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Sir, my question is that in MBA there are a lot of fields. So we have, like, if we have a mindset of a particular field that if we get if we choose a field so we have to build a profile according to that field, or we can just go with the activities we are interested in.
I think if you are really sure, because I'll tell you, 90% student when they pursue MBA, they're not very sure, because as of now you'll have a very superficial idea about what HR is, what marketing is. So that is why most of the IMs first year is common, like in every of the good B school except few ones like SP Jan Mumbai, they will ask your specialization in the beginning. All the IMs will take you through like the first year course is common, right? And when you study in first year, they will teach you marketing, they will tell you HR, and then you will understand कि मेरा interest किस area में है, plus इस institute में किस particular sector में ज़्यादा better companies आ रहे हैं. Based on that, you choose your specialization in second year, right? तो मुझे लगता है कि as of now, we should always think about general management. Do all the activities that you like doing, right? और अगर किसी फील्ड में इंटरेस्ट है उसके बारे में, you should be more aware, right? But first year, try to get into a B school with an open mind, right? So you try to acquire knowledge about each and every domain, and then based on your first year input, decide which specialization you want to choose. That's a better option.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Anybody else would like to ask any question? Please come up with your questions.
गुड इवनिंग, गुड आफ्टरनून एवरीवन.
Yes,
एक क्वेश्चन है मेरा तरफ से.
Yes.
जो अभी इन्होंने एक बात बताई थी कि डेटा साइंस या डीप लर्निंग भी हमारे लिए एमबीए के स्टूडेंट्स के लिए इम्पोर्टेंट होता है, तो ये कहाँ पे ज्यादा अप्लाई किया जाता है फॉर द एमबीए स्टूडेंट? एमबीए स्टूडेंट इसका यूज कहाँ कर सकते हैं?
किस चीज का यूज?
डेटा साइंस और डीप लर्निंग के बारे में अभी आपने थोड़ा सा बताया।
डेटा एनालिटिक्स,
एनालिसिस भी
डीप
है।
लर्निंग इज अलग, डेटा साइंस इज अलग। जैसे क्या हो रहा है पिछले 2 साल में, आई एम बैंगलोर, आई एम कैलकाटा, बहुत सारे आईएम्स ने एक स्पेसिफिक एरिया ऑफ स्पेशलाइजेशन में नए कोर्सेज लॉन्च किए, दैट इज इन टर्म्स ऑफ डेटा साइंस, राइट? दो आई एम नॉट अ डेटा साइंस एक्सपर्ट, बट एज फार एज माय अंडरस्टैंडिंग गोज, आज की डेट में क्या है कि इतना सारा, लेट्स टेक गूगल है या जो फेसबुक है या जितने भी कंपनीज हैं, व्हाट डू दे एडवर्टाइज बेस्ड ऑन the habitual analysis of people, based on their search history. So a lot of experts, a lot of analytics are required over there. So I think this is one of the emerging field.
ओके सर।
Deep learning is different thing. Deep learning is purely technical area, though data science is also technical, but in management field this is coming as a big area. Now don't get confused between big data or deep learning. They are software field thing, but data science, data analytics and business analytics is something that management professional are very much in demand.
Yes, because digital marketing is also in the MBA course. So
Yes.
मुझे लगा थोड़ा सा उसका कनेक्शन हो सकता है आईटी सेक्टर का भी MBA के जो बच्चे हैं उनके लिए।
हाँ नहीं, बहुत सारे लोग जा रहे हैं आजकल। भाई देखो क्या है कि 70% तो इंजीनियर्स MBA कर रहे हैं, और इसीलिए उनके लिए इस फील्ड में बड़ा नेचुरल इंक्लिनेशन है। फील्ड लाइक डेटा साइंस, डेटा एनालिटिक्स, बिजनेस एनालिटिक्स, और इवन IT मैनेजमेंट, because for them it is a natural fit. And if you are, let's take non-core engineer like mechanical, or let's take electrical, then your fit lies in operations, your fit lies in supply chain management. Those are the areas, or operations management, those are areas that are better fit for you. But अगर कोई IT specialist है और वो अगर जाना चाहता है तो उसके लिए फिर business analytics, data analytics, these are the field that are more better suit for them.
Okay sir, thank you sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Anybody else would like to ask question? Please do come up with your questions.
Kamaljeet, I have a question, if you allow me.
Sure, sir. I was waiting. I was thinking, why did you not ask the question?
No, because
Most welcome, sir.
I also have unfulfilled desires so far as CAT is concerned, and Sunil Gupta ji is the best person to answer.
No doubt, undoubtedly, he's the
तो
best
सुनील जी,
person.
2021 अभी क्या देखते हैं आपकी, इसका जो CAT का पैटर्न इस साल का होगा 2021, how do you see? I mean, would it be the same maybe 2 hours, 76 questions, I guess, or you see the old pattern returning? I mean, any news on that?
Sir, abhi we are predicting the old pattern, not new pattern, because COVID pandemic has almost subsided. In case third wave doesn't come, they will go back to their old pattern. But in case if third wave comes, though this thing will be more clear, because in the first week of August, CAT will declare the notification. In the notification, they will make it very, very clear. But as of now, I see that it should happen 3 hours paper.
And my second question would be, you categorize IIMs into 3 parts: the old IIMs, and then the new IIMs, and the baby IIMs. So as a person who has been very closely associated while preparing students for CAT, an increase in the number of IIMs pan India, how do you see this?
Okay, I would see, sir, it's a good move, because in a country like India, I can see a lot of talented people are there. So they should get opportunity. But yes, new IIMs are facing some of the challenges, but obviously when a new institution, no matter it is IIM or IT, they have to, maintain certain level of standard. So yes, but I would say in coming time, like when I joined IIM Indore, it was the second batch of IIM Indore, right? And we were also facing these kind of teething trouble. But now when I look back, and if you look today's ranking, I think in top 100 IIM Indore is after ABC IIM Indore is there. Not even Lucknow and Kozhikode are also not there. So I think the point is our institution evolve. So this is a good initiative, because management education needs to be spread. In fact, if you look at this pandemic time, I think court has even given a mention that MBA should take over the administrations of hospital. Doctors should
Yes,
they are
yes,
best suited for. So I
yes.
think opening quality institution is always good for a country like India, because such a hugely populated country we are, and having 5, 6 IIMs and having 3,000, only 2,000, 3,000 students is not justified situation. So I think management education should spread. Uh, so for me, I think it's a good move.
And my last question is integrated program in management.
Yeah.
Do you see maybe in the imminent future, do you see this as a new paradigm, or is it that it kills the variety of graduates that are there in a class where students appear for CAT for the 2-year program? So a 2-year IIM program or CAT or MBA program or PGDM program, in contrast to integrated program, which one has more weightage in the imminent future?
Sir, I would say when IIM came up with this 5 years integrated program, or NLU came up with this kind of program, the objective was, when a lot of students, when they immediately go after graduation to a B school, they find they're completely misfit with the situation, because in India, barring very few universities, the status of graduation like BSc, BCom, BBA, or these kind of education, when I talk about traditional courses, the students are performing really poor. So the idea behind this program was, because till 12th, I think student, we see a lot of meritorious student. Like all the time I come across 10, 12 people are getting 90% and they are sharp student. But the moment they enter into BSc, BCom, BA, they are basically diminishing themselves. So I think the idea was to possibly, bridge that gap. And there should be some epitome center, या जिनको हम excellence की तरह consider करें. So I think that is the gap was there. So I would say in near future this course will get more popular. Considering graduation courses are not modifying themselves, the universities, the kind of offerings they have, they are not suitable for the market condition. So that is why we are seeing so many degree holders not being able to get jobs. They are not being employable. So I think it has nothing to do with as a comparison. They felt there's a need for this kind of courses. And I think most of the IIMs and top universities are coming up with this course. So I think this will be a game changer.
Even I was expecting that.
But I would like to add, these programs are very costly. So, that is where the only question arises. They should make it more affordable. This 3-year graduation from IIMs costs around 13, 14 lakhs rupees. So possibly that is one thing in education sector, especially in higher education, it should be more affordable for the people. Because if you look at the middle class or lower middle class, I think that's the issue of affordability. I see a lot of people not taking, like I know at least 3, 4 students of myself who got selected in IIM Rohtak, IIM Indore, and they left the program because they found it to be too costly affair. So that's where the only issue it comes. And from IIM perspective, I look at their objective to launch this program is to get money or get a lot of admission from NRI or foreign countries also. That is one more objective, like as I know.
Very rightly said, sir. Thank you. Tamanjit, over to you. I think we can go ahead.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for such thoughtful questions, sir. And thank you, Sunil, sir, for answering so well all the questions. So I believe that this great talk was highly beneficial for all the participants. And now with this, I would like to again invite our Venerable Campus Director, Dr. Bhagwani, sir, to deliver his closing remarks. Yes, sir.
Sunilji, let me say, in fact, I put it in the chat box also. It is in a very lucid manner, in a very simple manner, you explained the entire things. And I loved those slides where you showed the percentile, because CAT has a history of so many years, but still many people are not able to grasp the percentile concept and they confuse percentile and percentage. But that's another issue. But when you showed the distribution of cutoff in different percentiles, the most important takeaway for me as an academician is that you need not solve all the questions. You need not solve all the questions. You just need to understand it's not a matter of getting all the questions correct. It's a matter of how many questions you know, right, and solve those questions with time management. So there were so many wow moments. And then another moment where you showed those timetable where you said that while attempting DI question, your mind is lingering around the reading comprehension. So these are so practical tips that I agree to Kanwaljit that had these tips been shared
Yes, sir.
with me a couple of years ago, I would have belted the cat.
Yes, I do. I too.
So thank you very much, Sunilji. And on behalf of Allenhouse Colleges, I would like to express my sincere thanks to you. But at the same time, I would like to request you that for on some other occasion, I would like a session of yours to be conducted amongst
Sure.
our engineering graduates, because you mentioned that 70 to 80% engineers are inclined towards CAT. So definitely for my engineering students and for other engineering students also, I would like to request you to conduct a session at some subsequent moment of time. We won't bother you much, but we won't lose hold of a great resource person like you. So thank you very much, Sunilji. My sincere regards to you, sir.
It's my pleasure, sir, and I'm not bothered at all. I mean, it's my pleasure. Whenever you invite, I'll be there. That is my job, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Over to you, Kanwaljit.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your beautiful remarks. So as we have come to the end of this webinar, I would like to express my gratitude to our honorable guest for sharing his experiences and motivating our students for the future endeavors. Thanks, everyone. And special thanks to Honorable President of Super House Education Foundation, Shri Mukhtarul Amin, Joint Secretary, Sir, Super Education Foundation, Shri Javed Hashmi, Campus Director of Allen House Colleges, Dr. Bhagwan Jagwani, Sir, and Director of Allen House Colleges, Dr. Ruby Chawla, Ma'am, for their ineffable support throughout to make this moment possible, especially successful for us. And at the end, I would like to thank everyone on behalf of Allen House Colleges for their valuable presence. Take care and stay safe.
Thank you. Thank you.